Hi everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome back to my gameplay. It's bound to happen, just what happened to me. I've been attacked. That is part of the game. I only left the game, probably I haven't played all day, but I wasn't paying attention as well and I got attacked. And now the game is kind enough to actually give me some resources to work with. And I haven't lost my underboss, but let's have a look at the stats of my attack. Just let me go to the mail. So I was reconned, of course, and then I was attacked. And the first time round, and if we have a look, I lost 1.4 million diamond, which is a big loss. But that's my mistake. What can I do? Well, I'm busy working during the day, so I couldn't pay much attention. But I mean, there's some good news. The first time, if I had been paying attention and I did sort of get the notification on my phone that I'm under attack, I would have been able to save it, because first time round, as you can see, I had no dead and I got 107 wounded. But I imposed nearly 6,000 dead to the attacker. I have few traps destroyed, which is fine, and my 70,000 wall was down. Let's see what the bonuses are. I mean, the attacker is not really strong, as you can see from the stats. The bonus points, it's not that much. Let's have a look at the battle details. So they attacked me with 31,000 bruisers and 98,000 bikes, and that's how much they lost. So where in our case, we lost quite a bit of level 2 bruisers, level 2 bikes, and a few level 1s that I would have had. So he is tier 3 attacker. And attacker's details, so he lost quite a bit there. And on our side, we were doing quite well. So if I was actually there, I guess I would have been able to save it, because he attacked again. Even though he lost nearly 15,000, I lost 100,000, but they weren't dead. They just got wounded. That's because of the high number of hospitals that I have. But later on, obviously, he came back and attacked again. And yes, he did imprison my underboss, because my underboss was no longer in the safe house. And because it's been there for too long, and came out. This is when, had I been there, I would have been able to save it. Now, I had a big loss. He only lost 799. I lost 75,000. And 39,000 of them were dead. Because I had no wall, there's nothing to protect, so the traps don't work if you don't have the wall. And that's why. So if I was around, I would have gone under the bubble and saved myself and saved my underboss, even though my underboss later on was released. And which is, I guess, I don't know whether he intentionally released it, or what happens is once they attack and they know they're going to be retaliated, they go under the bubble. And if you attack and capture an underboss, as soon as you go under the bubble, all the captured underbosses are released. So that could be in the case where my underboss was released. Yeah, so second time round, he's still attacking tier 3, and all of my remaining defenders just gone, smashed. Which is a shame, but that is part of the game. I'm not crying over it. Wish I was there to support, but and you see, it says it's been released, has released your underboss, but I'm not sure how it was released. It could have been just released me. So that's what happens. So that's how you can find out where things are at. And as far as I'm concerned, my tactics of having a lot of number of hospitals really saves the wounded. So you don't lose too much. And if you're around, obviously you can go under the bubble and save yourself, and save some associates so they don't die. And once the hospitals are filled, then they go into the sanitarium. And here, let me see if I got to do some tasks, and then I can get some medication and I can heal them, or I can click on them, treat them, see how many I can select, like 1,500. I can treat them as well. And in the sanitarium, I can have up to 400,000 associates that are wounded. Unfortunately, once they're dead, they're dead. Yeah, condolences to the families of my associates. So let's see what we're doing. Because I haven't been playing, I've got a few tasks to do. What can I improve on? I'm level 17 of my mansion, and let's see what any buildings that I need to increase. What does it tell me? Okay, let's increase our mansion, because I believe most of my other buildings have been upgraded to either 15 or 16 or 17. So it's close enough. Let's upgrade. Let's get some help. Let's see if we can speed up whatever speed up I have. Okay, now 990. I think I'm just going to go ahead. I've got 12,000 gold. I'm just going to use that and get it to 18. Okay, so that's where we're at. And what's next? My vault. Yep, I've got quite a few that are outside the safe. So let's click help. And you know my trick about saving, we go to the smuggler and see what we can save. That's a good one. Let's choose this one. Diamonds is always good. So over here I have 1.4 million to 3 million. That's more than double. So I can definitely exchange it. I've got 8 million of it, so no problem. Yes. And 3.2 million to 4 million of metal for cargo. That's a good one. So I've got plenty of them around, and I believe we should be okay now. If we go back to the vault, we still have a lot of cash which is unprotected, and a lot of metal which is unprotected as well as gold. Diamond is okay. Diamond is okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's save some of our associates, and let's do some investment. This is part of the what I call a maintenance task that we need to do. And defenses, let's upgrade our wall engineering so that we still have let's change it to investment, invest, help, and speed up. Now the time is shorter, so I can use speed up, and so it's all good. The investment is done. Okay, there's more healing. Okay, I can heal a lot more than that. Let's heal all of them. 19 hours, oh boy. Okay, let's reduce some of this. There's too many wounded. Too many wounded. Okay. Let's try all of that. And I'll speed them up later on. We probably gets our enforcers going, because this is what I do. I've got Tony Underboss. I mean, that would have been a bit of protection because Tony has the wall, but he's not high enough. So he's got wall protection of wall defense plus 6%. Still not high enough, but it was something. So what I'm gonna do is swap him for Neo in equipment set. Make sure it's under okay, investment. It's done. It's all good. Let's upgrade someone. Think I'm not sure who should I upgrade next. I'll upgrade our Tony. Hey Tony, come here. Once you guard the wall, eh? Okay, so Tony's getting upgraded for now. Now, and there's a topic that I want to talk about today as well in today's video. So let's hop to that. I'll finish this and I'll come back and I'll show you and talk about how to upgrade your Underboss gear that you get, where to get the resources. Okay, I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back. I've done most of the functions. I'll continue later on. So how do we upgrade the gear of our Underboss? Of course, if we look at the Underboss, we have all this gear that gives us sort of a buffer, extra percentage on our capabilities. And to upgrade, you know, normally if resources you get from attacking casinos and kingpins, and you'll come up and you can upgrade. But how do you know which one to get? There is a way to find out as well. So let's try this one as a quick example, and then I'll show you the other and more better way. We click upgrade. We cannot upgrade this investor's handgun because we are missing some of the items, and when we click on that item, it will tell us that we need at least one, and we have 0. We've got none anyway. Now you can fuse lower level, like this gray one. You can fuse it into the green one, and if you have 4 of the green one, you can fuse it to the blue one, and 4 of the blue to the purple, and 4 of the purple into the gold one. Okay, or you can click obtain more. You can see the red dot there. So if we click on there, here we have options. Of course you can buy it and you can exchange it, but a better is slide down. So to get that item, what you need to do is challenge Kingpin, and not just any Kingpin. You need to challenge the corrupt tycoon. And at the moment there are no corrupt tycoons on the map, so it's going to take another 3 days, 3.5 days before they appear. So you're never going to find this item for another 4 days. So let's have a look at the other way, is of course by going to the workshop, and we can look at the armory. And then level 1 armories are for architect, so construction. And let's have a look, see for the level 1 architect's electric gun. If you click upgrade, looks like we're gonna need the green item here, which is the architect contract. I have 3 gray ones, so that's not enough to fuse it into 1 green. So we need to click obtain more. For all of the level 1 architects, I can tell you that one of the easiest way to get, and the free way of course, is to rob resource tiles. So up until then, up until you get to level 40 of your Underboss, you gotta get all those associates working. whenever you run out of action points to do casino attacks, you start robbing tiles, any tiles, so that you get the chance to obtain that missing item. Okay, so level 1, certain level casinos, you will actually get the gray ones, and whoops, I'm running out of battery. And certain other ones, you're gonna get green and the blue and so on. The higher casino level, the higher rate of the architect contract you're gonna receive. So for all of the level 1 gear or equipment for the underboss is robbing tiles. So just keep robbing. Don't get those associated to become lazy. You have to put them to work. But for level 40, and when you start getting investor, then you start getting, let's say, the contract, which is the most hardest item to get, is, as we can see, is Kingpin Challenge for Corrupt Tycoon. Okay, at the moment, there are different Kingpins out on the field. Let's see for level 45, which is the New Blood's Brass Knuckles, which is a melee item. Let's click Upgrade, and we're gonna need these items here. Madman's Leather Boots, and I don't have any. So if I click Obtain More, Challenge Kingpins, and the Kingpins that I need to challenge, as you can see, are Madam. Okay, and that is currently what's out there. If we go to the map and we look at what Kingpins are out there, there's the Madam and the Narc Dealer. So we can click on Madam. Let's do this one. And I probably need, there were gray ones, so level 1 should be fine. And there we go. As you can see, these are the boots we need, and it's random. We might be able to get it. So I'm just gonna hit, let's try one level at a time and see if we're gonna get it. Now there is also a better choice of enforcers to attack Kingpins, but that is probably another video that I'll do. So at the moment I've just chosen any, just to be quick. But if you are challenging level 2 and level 3 and above Kingpins, you really need to know which enforcers to use. So I will make a video and describe each Kingpin, which enforcers are best to use. There is sort of an option, I think I did a video on it before. So if we click on there and we click this icon here, that will give us a lineup. But you can see that most of these lineups, which are 100% successful to get and kill the Kingpin, are level 60. So that's pointless. Until you reach level 60, this information is pointless. But it will still give you some idea of which enforcers are being used and they are successful. So you can choose one that you have all of those enforcers, even though they're not level 60. So you'll be able to choose them, and possibly we'll be able to get more damage to the Kingpin, because each Kingpin is really detailed. If we look at it by clicking on the eye, you can see that this Kingpin is, the damage type is tech, and it has high kinetic defense, and you need physical attack, and you need enforcers with physical attack to deal more damage to her. So you need to select your enforcers who have high physical attack values and so on. So it's really detailed and quite complicated, but once you work it out, make a map, you'll be fine. So at the moment, if I want to challenge, These are my challenge. I can certainly click on that icon again. Should have shown you this icon here. If I want to use a lineup, and most of these, probably if I have it, just click there. I'm going to select that. If I don't have an enforcer like poly, I don't have it, saying you don't have poly, and I can replace poly most likely with doxy, because I know doxy has high actually that's sorry, wrong one. So I need high physical. High physical is what was his name? Mike. How can I forget Mike? Mike is physical, so this might be able to help me. So we're going to see that we might get more damage to this kingpin, and hence higher chance of drop of those gear that we need for our underboss equipment. Oh, it's a lot of talking, but I hope it's helping you out. Okay, got upgraded. So let's have a look at the stats at the moment. So madam, not much. Still didn't get any drop other than the basic thing, but you can see the second time round how our damage was, nearly 19%, and it jumped from 6.5%. Okay, so let's give it a try one more time and see what we're gonna get. Again, I'm just attacking singly, and another one, well, she's not physical, far away. Boba is physical, and let me see. Oh, he shouldn't even be there. He doesn't have any attack skills. That's remote. What do we have? Oh yeah, CJ. So these are all basically these enforcers have high physical attack levels. Let's see what the results will be. I know this video might be a little bit longer now. It's nearly 22 minutes, but I hope that by watching this you're grabbing as much as information as I can. My explaining abilities in my head is running faster than I can talk. I'm trying to talk as fast as I can, but this game is so deep. It's got so much in there that sometimes it's hard to explain in very short time. Okay, let's have a look and see if we did get anything. Okay, so as you can see now, our damage dropped from 18 down to 10%. And we didn't really get much. So that's how you need to work out which enforcer is good for you, which enforcer is strong enough, and use them. I don't have the list in front of me to tell me which enforcer is physical attack. I know she's technical, so let's give that a try. I mean, you can always try your high level enforcers as well. One last time, we'll look at the results and we'll see what we get. But if we're lucky, we can get that gear for our underboss equipment, and especially those orders, and see if we can upgrade anything. No, I think that was even less. So it's getting less and less. Kingpin challenge, down to 8.14%. Okay. So let's use the choice that level 60 enforcers have been advised, and see if that's gonna improve. Okay, they all show poly, so maybe it's something I should get poly. So all of them have poly at the back, which we don't, but I'm gonna replace him with Mike. Let's see what we get. One last one, fingers crossed, Let's see what sort of percentage drop we're gonna get, and if we're gonna get any kills. Oh my goodness. By the way, I do have a website as well. I will leave the link in the description, where all of my gameplay and a lot more information and game insights will be listed there. So it's a WordPress website, so it's going to be blogging there as well. So hopefully you can join me there as well. Let's see what we got. 23% and drop nothing. Anyway, so now you can see how it's improved from 18%. And then instead of when I used Doxy and when I use Mike, I got 23%. So that's my best chance. That means by about 4 or 5 hits, I would have been able to kill this Madam Kingpin, and then I'll be able to get a lot more resources. If you have any questions, please feel free to use the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them for you. And I hope I also see you on my website. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you like. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.